Welcome back to the Kansas City Chiefs Report. It's time for another mailbag session, where I answer all your burning questions as we approach NFL free agency. Chiefs Kingdom has a lot on their minds, so let's dive right in. First up, Trey King asks, Davante Adams got released today. Should KC go after him? Well, we were live when this news dropped, and I gotta say, I love Davante Adams. The guy is a superstar. But here's the reality. He's going to be expensive, and a lot of teams will be bidding for his services. The Chiefs don't have a ton of cap space, so unless Brett Veach finds some hidden cash under the couch cushions, I wouldn't get my hopes up. Would I love to have him? Absolutely. But realistically, it's a long shot. Want to get your questions featured? Subscribe, turn on notifications, and join our Noti Gang. We'll be live multiple times during NFL free agency, so don't miss out. KMO asks, should the Chiefs bring in Chris Godwin? Chris Godwin is an interesting option. He's coming off an injury, but when healthy, he's a fantastic player. Even while sharing targets with Mike Evans, he has been productive. The big question is, how healthy is he? If he passes his medical evaluations, I'd love to see him in Kansas City. What do you think? Should the Chiefs sign Chris Godwin? Type Y for yes or N for no in the comments. Darkfair asks, if we go for a cornerback, I'd pick Jaire Alexander or Xavier McKinney. Thoughts? Jaire Alexander? Fantastic player. But there have been some character concerns. Personally, I like my corners with a little edge, but do the Chiefs really need another CB? With Trent McDuffie and Jalen Watson, we already have a strong 1-2 punch. We do need depth and help at nickelback, but I'd prioritize other positions first. Still, if Alexander or McKinney are available at a reasonable price, I wouldn't be mad. Tony asks, should we draft a running back even if Pacheco gets healthy? Absolutely. Isaiah Pacheco's health shouldn't dictate whether we draft an RB. The Chiefs need depth, especially since Kareem Hunt isn't coming back. There are great day 3 RB options like Ollie Gordon and Devin Neal, so grabbing one would be smart. Also, while Pacheco says he's 100%, we haven't seen it yet. I'm hopeful, but I'm not counting on him being his old self until he proves it. Smitty's Burner asks, would it make sense to sign Dalton Schultz? Dalton Schultz is a solid, dependable tight end, 50-plus catches, 500-plus yards every year. But here's the thing, he's not a game-changer. With Travis Kelce, Noah Gray, and Jared Wiley, the Chiefs aren't looking for just another number 2 or number 3 TE. If they add a TE, it needs to be someone who can eventually replace Kelce, and that's not Schultz. So, should the Chiefs sign Dalton Schultz? Type S for sign, or P for pass in the comments. A Chiefs fan asks, should KC draft Luther Burden from Mizzou? I love Luther Burden, but let's be real, he's not going to be available when the Chiefs pick at number 31. If KC trades up, maybe, but it's unlikely. If the Chiefs go WR in round 1, Emeka Egbuka is the more realistic option. Darkfair's final question, is it worth signing DeHop or bringing back Hollywood Brown? Honestly, DeAndre Hopkins looked cooked last season. I'm not interested. Hollywood Brown, though, that's a different story. If he's willing to return on a team-friendly deal, I'd absolutely bring him back. We never even got to see him play with Rashee Rice. And speaking of Rashee Rice, don't forget about him. Before his injury, he looked like a top 10 WR. There's also a chance he gets suspended, but hopefully, the NFL looks the other way. We can dream, right? If the Chiefs roll with Rice, Xavier Worthy, and Hollywood Brown, they might not need another receiver. That's a wrap for this mailbag. Make sure to subscribe to stay updated on all things Chiefs, especially with NFL free agency coming up. I'm Tyler Jones, and I'll see you next time. Go Chiefs!